going on, family? Today is the day I'm going to be riding these two bikes. Once is going to go from here all the way to Key West, and then the other one's going to go from Key West to here, right? I have the Motor Goat here, and then I have the Aniioki A8 here. Now, by the looks of it, you might be looking at it and seeing two completely different bikes, but they're not that different. And I'm going to give you some of the specs on the bikes to prove to you that they're really not that different, right? They're both 60-volt bikes. They both have a lot of battery capacity. The Aniioki, I have the 80 amp hour battery, and the Motor Goat, I have two. The bottom one, it's a 50 amp hour battery, and the top one is a 25 hour amp battery for a total of 75, and this one has 80. In terms of weight, this bike weighs 16 pounds more than this bike. So that's going to offset that extra 10 amp hours that this bike has versus this one. Now, they both ride on 24 by 4-inch fat tires. They also ride on the same size chainring and gear shifter, and the 7-speed Shimano gear shifter. They both have direct drive motors. The difference is that this one has two motors, this one has one. Now, for the ride, I'm only going to be using the rear motor because if I use that front motor, it's not going to give me the range that it needs. So that's why I picked these two bikes, because they really, in terms of specs, are more similar than indifferent, right? So, and this is going to be the battle of the 60 votes. I did a poll. If you participated in that poll, I appreciate it. Which one you guys thought was going to have more range, the Aniioki or the Motor Goat? And the Aniioki won, and I don't know the percentages because it keeps changing, but it won by a substantial amount of votes. Now, me personally, I think that the Motor Goat is going to be, it's going to have more range. And we're going to find out which one does, which one's going to get me to Key West faster, or which one's going to get me back here faster. Now, the conditions are not going to be exactly the same. Why? Because I'm going to use the Aniioki to get down there, and then I'm going to use the Motor Goat to come back. So the same route, but except one is going to be going south and the other one's going to be coming north. So really not apples to apples, but they should be very close. Now, the reason why I believe that the Motor Goat is going to give me more range than the Aniioki is because the Motor Goat, I think, has a more efficient motor than the Aniioki. In terms of power, very similar, the same. Both bikes in top end speeds, they get up there in the high 40s, right? I believe I got this one up to, the fastest was 48, and the same for this one was 48 miles an hour, right? So top end speed is the same. The claim speed on this one is 200 miles. This one doesn't have a claim speed because it doesn't come when you buy it. It doesn't come with the two batteries. But in testing, I've gotten this one up to 100 miles and this one up to 100 miles, right? We're going to try to extend that an additional 63 miles. And the way I'm going to extend that is by having to pedal both, because we're going to stay between 25 and 30 miles an hour is going to be the speed. At least that's what I believe it's going to take to get me there. I may have to slow down a little bit when we get closer to Key West and try to stay between 15 and 20. So I'm going to monitor the battery and the battery efficiency very closely, because the goal is to make it all the way to Key West on just one bike, and then the goal is to make it all the way back on just one bike. Anyway, my beautiful people, let's go have fun. We're going to document the entire ride. We'll stop along the way to take some photos, right? Do some photo shoots, but let's go ride. Today, I am taking on one of my biggest challenges yet. I'm going to be riding from Miami to Key West and back. That's over 216 miles in just 2 days. I'm going to be crossing 42 bridges and dealing with intense sun, strong winds, and relying only on 2 e-bikes to make it happen. The Aniioki A8 on the way down and the Motor Goat on the way back. Now, everything started off great until it didn't. One bike failed, one saved the mission, and both rides pushed me to the absolute limits. Now let's go. We are at our first stop here in the beginning of the Florida Keys. We're at the Botanical State Park. Took us a little bit to get here, started a little late, didn't want to start this late, but didn't realize traffic and I had a bunch of other things to do. Anyway, we're gonna be heading south. I think if I look at the map, let me look at the map real quick, because our next stop, is going to be Isla Morada will be our next stop. So, but along the way, I'm gonna be using my 360 camera, my GoPro. I wanna show you guys the Florida Keys, show you the route. So let's rock and roll. All right, leaving the Botanical State Garden. Let me centralize myself here. Make sure Strava's on, make sure that's on. Okay, I started the journey on the Aniioki A8. And right away, the bike impressed the heck out of me. All right, we're entering Key Largo. Man, it's a beautiful morning. It's a little chilly. I thought it was gonna be a lot warmer than this. But we're only like 20, I got 108 miles to go to get to Key West, but we're only 23 miles to my first major stop, which is gonna be, I think I'm gonna stop in Isla Morada, but I'll keep you guys posted. Yeah, this 360 Pro camera, I'm gonna have to make some adjustments because I don't think it works. I mean, it works, but it's not staying upright, it keeps falling. The state park right there. I'm not gonna stop on the state park, I'm just gonna keep going. The A8 handled every bridge, every mile, every overseas highway without overheating, without losing performance. And more importantly, again, giving me the comfort that I needed to sit on that bike for over 4 hours. So I switched over to this trail here, this bike lane, whatever it is, but man, it's just not smooth. Even though this bike has great suspension, this is like crazy bumpy. And because I'm not in the sun, it's freaking cold. Yeah, this is like maybe a little too bumpy for me. All right, I just hit double digits. I got 99 miles to go. I just needed to warm up, man. It's the Keys, for Christ's sakes. It's supposed to be beautiful. It's supposed to be hot. It is beautiful, but it's not hot. This road is way too bumpy. Did that come on or not? There it is. All right, we're going through Meridian Avenue, Key Largo. And where am I supposed to go? Let me see if I'm supposed to go straight. No, this is actually not where I was supposed to go, because that is private there. Oh, maybe I was supposed to go there. Let's see. It's taking me off-road. Yes, it's taking me off-road. Testing the off-road capability of my Aniioki. But it's short-lived, because we're here. Dogs. I'm gonna have to take this off when I stop. My next rest stop, I gotta take this off. This No good. Florida Keys Wildlife Sanctuary. So to my right, everything here is it's a wildlife preserve. We just entered, or we're entering Tavernier. Oh, look, it's smooth too. Here we are, Isla Morada. It's gonna be my first stop. Inside the Keys, my first rest stop. Wow, building a big house there. So I am on the old state highway, and it's a much better route for me in the sense that the road is smooth, very little traffic. The only thing I have to deal with is a few of these stop signs, but other than that, it's not bad. It's super dusty here though. I guess because, I don't know why it's so dusty. There's the main highway over there. I like these houses. They're all built on this side anyways. Let me see if I see one here. They're built on these stilts. No, you can't tell. It's way inside. I love seeing that. I love seeing Winley Key, people. And as I mentioned on some of my other videos, one of my concerns about this ride is the wind. And the wind has definitely picked up. It is strong right now. Hey guys, we are here at my first rest stop, which is Isla Morada. I'm at Starbucks and get something to drink. Use the bathroom. How to take this off because it did not work. It just kept falling, so I'm just gonna keep it on a short stick. And that's it, man. It's finally warming up because it was freezing. But other than that, so far so good. I have not lost one battery bar. In about 40 miles, so not one battery bar that I lose. All right, my beautiful people, let's march on. I just had a bathroom break and a little bit of coffee to get my juices flowing. And we are back on the road. Next stop, Marathon. I've not dropped one battery bar yet, which is really, really good. I took down the selfie stick because it wasn't really working. So we use the Insta360 there. Oh wow, how beautiful that is, guys. And at least it warmed up a little bit. It's still in the low 60s, which I was not prepared for because normally the Keys are much warmer than Miami or Fort Lauderdale. But today, not the case. Even though I woke up, it was in the 50s at home. Nice, nice. All right, it says we got 32 miles to Marathon. It says we're gonna get there in 41 minutes. 40 minutes now, 31 miles to get down to Marathon. I see that Mustang there, that convertible Mustang, and I think to myself, I'm in the ultimate convertible. Ah, look how beautiful the water is. Ooh, nice shot of that pelican. We got Robbie's place there. All right, I just lost my first battery bar. And gone 32 miles. Lost my first battery bar. Hour and 27 minutes. Should, based on that fact, should definitely get to Key West. So we should be good. Let's see. Let's see if it's true that this baby you can get. I have not used the throttle, it's all pedal, but I've been staying my average, let's look at my average speed, because I think my average speed is still, that's 26 miles an hour. It's oh no, I'm sorry, I take it back. I'll have to stop, I guess, to get my average speed. So I'll check out my next rest stop. What I'm gonna do is on the next stop, I'm gonna reduce the power, because it's taking me above 30, it's taking me to 32 miles an hour. I'm gonna bring it down on pedal assist 3 so that we can only go, the other thing I just noticed is I've been on dual motor. Shit. Let's take that off. That's probably why I keep going fast. There it is. I'm like, why is it not switching to single motor? All right, I was wondering why I was going too fast. I thought it was because I had the wind to my back. All right, now we are in Long Key. Long Key, very nice. Fiesta Key! Fiesta Key. Key West, 64 miles. 64 miles. Can I make that? I think I could. And you have 4 battery bars. I should be able to hit another 64 miles. Conch Key, people, Conch Key. We are in Duck Key. Grassy Key, Grassy Key. To Marathon. We made it. This is actually, if I'm not mistaken, the halfway point, or very close to being the halfway point from where I started to now. So I'm super excited. Gonna be stopping here in Marathon, take a bathroom break. And I'm not really hungry, so I don't know if I'm gonna eat something or not. I may just march on, take a bathroom break and march on, people. But I'm really enjoying this. It warmed up a little bit. So, not freezing. There's the mangroves, guys. You ever seen Island Fish Company Tiki Bar at the right? The beautiful town of Marathon. Man, but I am still freezing. But guys, let me tell you, let me give you an update on the bike since we're halfway there. Can't be happier with this bike. For long distance rides, oh man, we should have went in here. For long distance rides, this is a very comfortable bike. I've been pedaling. It's not really meant to be pedaled, but I'm pedaling because I'm trying to conserve some battery. But nonetheless, great bike. It's quiet, it's smooth. I've only burned one battery bar, which that for me, my friends, is super impressive. But it is an 80 amp hour battery. All right, we're passing the small municipal airport. A lot of small Cessnas fly out of here. It says International Airport. That shit's funny. Marathon's Airport. I don't know why it says International. Highly doubt that's an international airport, but could be. It says Florida Keys. Yep, International Airport. Yeah, it's funny. La gasolina para el cafecito cubano. I'm stopping here for lunch. King Seafood, great stone crabs, very good. So I'm gonna spend about an hour here, take a quick break, and then we head off. This is the halfway point. From here is straight to Key West. I still have 4 battery bars. I'm not gonna have an issue making it there. In fact, I probably could still tour all of Key West on this battery. It's not as many miles as I thought it was. I initially thought it was gonna be like 118 miles. Turns out it's gonna be like 110, 12 miles. So something like that. It's not the 100 and plus that I thought. It's gonna be like 110 probably. But still still got 4 battery bars. I'm halfway there. So I'm actually gonna pick up the pace because I've been going about 28 miles an hour to conserve battery, but I don't need to do that now. So I'm gonna pick up the pace, get there quickly. All right, my beautiful people, let's rock and roll. All right, going into the 7-mile bridge, guys. This is the 7-mile bridge. We're gonna go as fast as we can in the 7-mile bridge because I'm not taking that pedestrian area. So we're gonna go through here. Let's take it, and we're gonna go a little fast, faster than normal. Six miles. All right, we're going up. I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit because I'm going up this bridge. 41 miles an hour. Going up. Damn, it's windy. I'm glad I got a heavy bike. 42, we're at the crest. 43 going down. I'm not gonna lie, this is not, it's a little scary. You got cars going 55 miles, and this is why you need a fast bike. But you got cars going 50, 60 miles an hour. It's windy as shit, and you're on a bridge. See, if I had my Mini Go, I don't think I would be as nervous if I had my Mini Go because I'm so low to the ground. But this bike, I'm high. Aniioki! And we finished the 7-mile bridge. That's pretty cool. Bahia Honda Key. And we're entering Bahia Honda State Park. I need to drop this down. Yeah, I killed another battery, so I got 3 left. So I dropped it down back to single motor and back to 3. This is the sweet spot. You want to go far? This is where you're going to go far. I mean, I had only dropped 1 battery bar. Now I dropped another one. So let's see how long it takes me to drop that 3rd one. And how far have we gone? Let's do a check, people! 70 miles! 70 miles! We've been riding for 3 hours. Check out that bridge, right? And look at that. Deer Creek. Entering Big Pine Key. Big Pine Key, I like it. I like it. Little Torch Key is what we just entered. And I just saw a sign that says 25 miles to Key West. And I'm going all the way to the southern point. So I actually have 31 miles. But we will be entering the city limits of Key West in 25. I still have 3 battery bars. Let me give you, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me because it's really windy, but I'll give you a quick update on the ride in terms of comfort. After what? How many hours? Let me see how many hours I've been riding. After 3 hours and 21 minutes, my butt is now finally starting to hurt. It's not really hurting, but I can feel my butt. I can definitely feel my butt cheeks falling asleep. All right, I just lost that 3rd battery bar. Don't remember where I was before losing that. Or what mile? I should have marked that. But I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna mark it now. Let's see. We're at 83 miles. I got 2 battery bars left. And I have 20 miles, I believe, left. 26 miles. I got 26 miles left. 2 battery bars left. And we were at 86, am I right? 84, I'm sorry, 84. We're at 84. I gotta remember that, 84. 2 battery bars left. You know, it sucks that you don't get voltage because I can actually get a percentage because I have no idea what a battery bar is, but I guess it'll start to flash when we get down to that last one and I'm running low. Just entered Kajo Key. One more thing I forgot to mention. This does not charge the phone. It may help you maintain a charge, but it wouldn't. I started off charging it, never took it off, or rarely took it off, and it went down to 20%. So I have a battery bank that I'm charging the phone up with now, but the bike does not charge the phone, which is a little disappointing that it doesn't do that. So I mean, such a big ass bike, you should be able to charge a phone. Sugarloaf Key. We're getting closer, people. We're getting closer. 22 miles to go. All right, I don't know how this happened, but I got 3 battery bars. I have no idea what happened. But 3 battery bars. Oh no, I dropped down to 2. Okay, it's just that I slowed down a lot, and it went back up to 3. So anyway, we're getting closer. Less than 20 miles to go. All right, this is the North Harris Canal, and that water looks nice. Saddle Bunch Keys. Shark Key, baby, Shark Key. All right, we hit the century mark. I've been riding for 4 hours and 9 minutes. We hit 100 miles. And I still have like 9 miles to go. We still got 2 battery bars. All right, my beautiful people, we made it to Key West. And I'm very happy to notice that there are a ton of e-bikes out here. I mean, there are a lot of e-bikes. Let's see where we are. I'm heading to where I'm gonna spend the night. 105 miles, and I still got 2 battery bars. Very, very, very interesting, my beautiful people. Cruising through Key West. Look at these little Key West homes. I love them. I love them. I was talking to some guy at the light because there's so many e-bikes, and he had a Philoto Forester that I know goes up to close to 40, 41 miles an hour. So I asked him if he gets any grief from the cops, and he said, hell no. I said, all right. Now, one of the things that I'm excited about is to come through here at night. Because one of the reasons I decided to come to Key West is because I was told that they light up the city. So hopefully that's the case, because I'm excited to check that out. I love this. Very cool. I don't like all these stupid ass stop signs, but look at this little restaurant. It's 4 stops, yeah. Man, that's tough. Look at the move cam. I like the fact that there's a lot. All right, my beautiful people, I am here. Let me turn this off though. I was listening to Rich Eisen. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Okay. 4 hours and 32 minutes, average speed 23.8. Made it down here in it was 108 miles. Very, very, very great ride. Let me do this. I'm gonna bow down to the Aniioki because it was able to make it at 28 miles an hour, which that was what I wanted to see. I anticipated between 25 and 30 miles an hour to get here on a full battery. Oh, I didn't even discuss the battery situation. As you can see, I still have 2 battery bars. 2 battery bars. So with 2 battery bars, I believe I can still get another 40 miles on it, because on 1 battery bar, I was keeping track. That's pretty much what I was getting. So there's just let's go over this real quick. There are 5 battery bars, right? We lost 3 and went 100 miles. So you're talking about 30 miles per battery bar, more or less. If you pedaled like I did and you stay between 25 and 30 miles an hour, I did go to 70 miles an hour on when I went over the 7-mile bridge. I went to pedal says 5, and I went max out, so about 40 miles an hour. On the ride, one of the biggest obstacles I thought was going to be the bridge, and it wasn't. It was the wind. The wind was brutal, and in certain sections, especially over the bridges, really ate up some battery. But because this bike has an 80 amp hour battery, the bike stayed solid. And when I finally reached Key West, I still had enough power to cruise the city and watch some of the beautiful lights. All right. Unfortunately, my battery died. Let me charge the battery. I love the Christmas lights. So we are on Duval Street, and we're checking out Duval Street. This is where everything's happening. Look at how pretty that looks. Damn, that is nice. That is really nice. So right up here, we're gonna turn, and we're gonna go to the lighthouse. Even though it's closed, I want to show you guys Key West Lighthouse. But if you come to Key West, this is the main strip. This is Duval Street. This is where you want to come and get something to eat, hang out, get some drinks. Sloppy Joe's is here. It's a lot of famous bars here. Damn, they got some cool Christmas decorations. That's Casablanca Hotel, right there to my left. I am on the motor go, guys. Tomorrow morning, I'll be heading back home on this bad baby. We'll see if this one performs as well as there's a bourbon pub right here. It's got a New Orleans vibe. And as you can see by the noise and the people, oh, I like that. The lights on the floor. Mangoes is here to the left. So this next light. We'll pick up the pace here though. We turned off Duval Street. I forget the name of this place. This is the market. Okay, this is Ram's Head Market there. And the lighthouse is right up here, I think. It's dark. I can't see shit. Well, it's too dark to see anyways, but it's right here. I'm super surprised at how many e-bikes are here. And pleasantly surprised though. Look at this beautiful house. Holy smokes. Go right back to Duval Street. Look at this, man. Holy smokes. It's this nice. That's the Hard Rock there. You got Fat Tuesdays. You got the Bull to the left. The Bull's empty, man. That place used to be really happy. There is the Red Garter Salon. Fat Joe's is there too, man. Holy smokes, the weed. The weed. I almost choked on all the weed. Harley Davidson store. You got the little village there. They sell a lot of souvenir stuff. Pretty cool. So here, if you want to take, here's the pier house, the glass bottom boat. It's crazy how different this looks at night than it is during the day. I hardly ever hang out here during the night. We're gonna go down. Yeah. Oh, the aquarium is there. We're gonna go by that in a second. If you guys ever take a cruise down to Key West, the port is here to the right. In fact, I'll cruise around here real quick so you guys can see. You guys will end up here. Everybody ends up here. But I like how they decorated this. Wow. Those are some really nice lights there. They did a good job here. All right, we're going to go back down this way. Guys, that's pretty much Key West. I mean, the main areas of Key West. I'm going to cruise back down through Duval Street. And there's the Christmas tree. That's where we're heading to. Right where that Christmas tree is. All right, they said that Key West lights up during Christmas time. They're not lying. Look at this. This is very, oh, look, she's all lit up too in her bike. Wow, this is cool. Republic Seafood Company. So this is the historic seaport of Key West. Now this place is happening right now. I love how I decorate the boats here. Look at that. For those of you that watch my other channel with Dream Vacations and Rentals, check out this boat here, right? If you watch that channel, if you recall, I put a bunch of videos of Amsterdam, and they have all these houseboats, and I stayed in one of the houseboats. Pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of this. That's why I'm mentioning it.